I would think there's simplistically, let's just say two things. One is that if there had to be equity totally as to how we are doing things in intercollegiate athletics right now for men, that would mean that the university would have to find sizable new incomes to match it up, or we would have to make sizable cuts to reduce what we're doing so that whatever we're doing by comparison can be covered by our resources. So it's either one way or another. You get, say you need 60% more to do it. You either get 60% more in revenue and resources to do it, or you cut out 60% of what you're doing so that you can use that 60% so that you can be legal.
In these times of tight money, it would seem an almost impossibility then to...
Well, I don't see new resources readily available on the horizon, so I would make the kind of the assumption, or maybe a kind of unofficial prediction, that it would necessitate alterations and budget cuts in other areas.
Our individual sports are really at the top right now. We're seeing our swimming team is down at Arizona State in the Nationals, and they're in a dogfight for first place. And gymnastics is sending a group to the national championships. And I think we're going to be very strong this spring in tennis and crew. And the team sports just are a little slower in coming along, but our track program is building, and I think we've gotten a very good start.
Do you feel a little pressure being in this position and sort of maybe sort of put in the frying pan and say, okay, now, Kit, you're going to be the women's athletic director. We want to see exactly what you can produce as far as women's sports are concerned here?
There will be a lot of people looking to see what we're going to do with the program, and I would hope that they would look at this in terms of what we're doing for the woman athlete, and not trying to make a comparison to their performances with the men's performance, or that we perhaps are going to duplicate an exact carbon copy of the men's program. I think that the University of Washington is experiencing some very painful financial problems right now. But I don't think that this is uncommon to every college and university in this country. And I think over the next few years we're going to see some tremendous changes in the emphasis, which is in some ways good, in other ways going to be very painful for people to adjust to. But I think in the long run we will have very, very equitable programs for men and women, outside of possibly those that generate a considerable amount of revenue.
Do you ever see the time when, say, a woman could play on a football team or something like this?
Realistically, I don't. Not at least the way the game is played today, with the tremendous amount of contact and the physical size. Now, there may be a day when a woman comes along that has that kind of strength and potential, and if that's what she wants to do and she's capable of hitting head-to-head with the men, then maybe that's the opportunity she should have. I think what we're striving for is to have each woman reach her potential in the athletic area where her interest lies.